Breaking news! Authorities have just confirmed WWE superstar Hulk Hogan has passed away at age 71. Hollywood is erupting right now to the shocking news and the even more shocking cause of death. Late this morning, Hogan was rushed from his Clearwater mansion at dawn, never to return. Within hours, everyone from The Rock to Sylvester Stallone posted heart-wrenching tributes. Yet no one has been able to process how chilling the medical analysis would be. Originally, the public was being told cardiac arrest was the speculated cause of death, but new details have emerged and something much more heartbreaking seems to be to blame. Today, we will go over all the latest information and give you the best, most accurate details, as well as capture how Hollywood is handling this devastating news. It was barely sunrise when Clearwater's 911 board lit up. Unresponsive male, possible cardiac arrest. Paramedics tore down Gulf to Bay Boulevard and found Hulk Hogan motionless in his beachfront home, wife Sky Daly begging for a pulse that wouldn't come back. He was rushed across town, but at 8:15 a.m., doctors confirmed what millions would soon read on their phones. Terry Bollea's heart had finally thrown in the towel. The news felt impossible. Just weeks earlier, Hogan had flashed a grin and a thumbs-up selfie after a brutal 4-level neck fusion, bragging that his ticker was stronger than ever. Friends joked he'd outlive us all. Instead, the man who spent 4 decades kicking out at 2 took his last count in a quiet hospital room. But that frantic ambulance ride was only the opening bell of a story far bigger than a single medical chart. News of Hogan's passing didn't trend, it erupted. Within minutes, Sylvester Stallone posted that legendary Rocky III Polaroid, marveling, "He carried me and the whole movie on those shoulders." Brooke Shields dug up a shot from Suddenly Susan, calling their arm wrestling gag "Liquid Confidence in Technicolor." TV host Mario Lopez shared a backyard video of 12-year-old Mario botching a leg drop. "Blame Terry for the scar and my career." The next wave hit just as hard. Arnold Schwarzenegger saluted the only man who could outpose Mr. Universe, while Chris Hemsworth, who once prepped to play Hogan in a now-scrap biopic, confessed he still keeps a custom yellow and red dumbbell set labeled Hulkamania Only. Hollywood storytellers chimed in too. Quentin Tarantino called Hogan's showmanship pure grindhouse lightning, and director-slash-fanboy Kevin Smith revealed he rewrote a Clerks monologue just to sneak in a Hogan reference. Even the music world cranked up the volume. EDM titan Diplo honored the Florida legend who once introduced him on stage in Miami. Country star Lee Greenwood posted a flag-draped throwback pic, mourning a heartbreaking loss felt by millions. Punk icon Travis Barker offered a black-and-white snapshot of Hogan flexing beside his son. The tributes cut across generations and genres. Elijah Wood remembered Hogan as a fixture of 80s pop culture, even if you never watched a match. British host Piers Morgan praised the gentle giant behind the snarling persona. In the political arena, Donald Trump recalled Hogan's electric RNC speech, while Donald Trump Jr. kept it simple, R.I.P. legend. Social media powerhouse Jake Paul tweeted in disbelief, "What the F, brother? Thanks for the encouragement, rest easy." By sunset, the hashtag #ThankYouHogan had soaked every feed, proving that Hulkamania's reach stretched far beyond turnbuckles and title belts. Yet even as Hollywood scrolled and sobbed, the wrestling world was preparing a farewell steeped in reverence and ring ropes. Flashback to January 23, 1984. Madison Square Garden erupts as a bronze giant rips his t-shirt in half and hoists the WWF title above his head. That single moment yanked professional wrestling out of smoky regional halls and hurled it onto primetime television. Kids everywhere flexed 24-inch pythons, recited "Say Your Prayers and Eat Your Vitamins," and begged parents for action figures that vanished from shelves faster than concert tickets. The frenzy exploded again at WrestleMania 3, when 93,000 fans watched Hogan scoop slam Andre the Giant and history itself. Even Hollywood needed a piece. Sylvester Stallone cast him as Thunderlips in Rocky III, proving the Hulkster could dominate a silver screen as easily as a squared circle. Hulkamania wasn't marketing. It was a cultural earthquake, one that set the stage for an even bigger crossover no one saw coming. Hogan didn't just smash ratings, he smashed straight through the fourth wall. After stealing scenes as Thunderlips in Rocky III, he became every casting director's favorite larger-than-life phone call. Yet Hollywood's grandest tribute nearly happened long after the spotlight faded. A Netflix biopic with Todd Phillips writing and Chris Hemsworth bulking up on 5,000 calories a day to fit those mythical pythons. Sets were scouted, scripts polished, and Hemsworth even tried on the trademark bandana, until the deal collapsed in a swirl of contract chaos. The role of a lifetime, Hemsworth sighed when the plug was pulled. That unfinished film now feels like a lost chapter, but Tinseltown found a different way to honor its fallen giant. A flood of heartfelt tributes that rippled across every social feed within minutes. And those emotional posts were just the start of the worldwide shockwave. Inside wrestling's inner sanctum, the atmosphere felt like a church after midnight. Hushed, haunted, holy. The Undertaker, clad in black even in a selfie, posted a candlelit photo of an empty casket. For the brother who taught us all to rise again, Seth Rollins live-streamed from the Raw production truck, unveiling a custom entrance video bathed in molten red and canary yellow, promising, "Every pinfall tonight is for Terry." Triple H locked the WWE title in a glass case at headquarters, tweeting, "He carried this on his shoulders, so we'll carry it in our history." Meanwhile, John Cena flew overnight to Tampa just to kneel at Hogan's statue outside Hogan's beach shop, leaving a pair of size 14 Air Force Ones with "Never Give Up" scribbled across the toes. AEW star Chris Jericho paused mid-concert on tour to lead a crowd chant of "Hogan, Hogan," while Japanese legend Hiroshi Tanahashi told reporters, "If you wrestle in color, thank Hogan. He invented the palette." Backstage, producers placed a single red bandana on the gorilla position headset, a silent reminder that every pop, every pyro cue, every heartbeat of the show traced back to one man tearing a shirt in half. Yet for all the tributes, the controversies that shadowed his glory marched right behind, waiting to step under the spotlight next. Hulk Hogan's greatest opponent was never a muscle-bound heel. It was the mirror that forced him to face hard truths. In the 90s, he swore he was clean on national TV, only to admit under oath that steroids were part of his vitamin routine. Fans gasped, but the leg drop legend limped on. Then, in 2007, personal life took a body slam. A messy divorce, his son's near-fatal car crash, and a bank account bleeding faster than a pay-per-view undercard. Yet Hogan still raised a hand for one more comeback. The darkest chapter arrived in 2015. A private video leaked, then audio surfaced of Hogan using hateful slurs. Sponsors sprinted for the exits. WWE erased him from history overnight. No entrance theme, no merch, no Hall of Fame plaque. Hogan was suddenly a ghost in the empire he helped build. Most careers would flatline right there, but the Hulkster lawyered up, dropped the big boot in court, and flattened gossip giant Gawker with a jaw-dropping $140 million verdict. Fans who once tore up his posters started taping them back together. By 2018, WWE quietly reinstated him. The pop he received backstage proved forgiveness can be as loud as condemnation. All the while, his body cracked like old ring boards. Spine fusions, hip replacements, dozens of back surgeries. Painkillers became as routine as protein shakes, forcing Hogan to trade 4-hour gym sessions for cautious walks with a cane. He described each sunrise as another main event, and somehow kept kicking out at 2. But doctors now wonder if decades of prescriptions and pain chipped away at a heart already punished by 300-pound opponents. Autopsy results may tell part of the tale, but the bigger mystery still looms just beyond the spotlight.